So now I've painted the bulkhead on the outside and I've painted the dashboard on the inside. I can now put the air vent flaps back on. So the seals had completely gone. So the seals stick to the actual bulkhead on this, and they were completely knackered, and that's why it was rusty inside the cab, was leaking through there. Now I did buy a set of new seals donkeys years ago from Britpart, and obviously being Britpart, they're rubbish, they're rock hard, so I'm not even going to bother trying to fit them. What I've done instead is I've been to a local DIY place and I've got this, which is draft excluder. So you can see it's fat on one side and thin there. So what I'm hoping to do is sit the fat bit in here, and then the inside of the flap will contact against the thin bit. And because on this it's hollow, there's loads of squidge there, I think that should seal up quite nicely. So the challenge is to get this rubber strip to stick onto that. I'm going to try and use this stuff, which is sealant, and it says here sealant and construction adhesive, which should do the job, and it's black, so yeah, it should hide itself rather well. I was going to use a tin of contact adhesive, but I've just given it away, so that was short-sighted. So yeah, let's try gluing that in. Yeah, it looks like it's going to rain, so I might head back inside and do it in there. Right, yes, see you back inside. I must say, it's very nice to be able to drive in and out of the workshop without scraping the roof on the door frame. So that is a big leap forward. Right, I'm going to put these vents in place and attach the little bolts onto the hinge mechanisms, the locking mechanism rather. Then when I glue in the seals, my plan is to be able to shut the vent, and that will clamp the seal in place while the glue goes off. So that's the plan. And yeah, I've currently lost one pin. We'll find that first. Somewhere on this floor is the missing pin, but I can't find it. So for now, until it turns out, I'm going to deploy a 3-inch nail instead. That'll be fine. Well, here's something of a setback. I'm going to fit this. I fitted the vent in, started doing up the bolt inside, and went to see if it hinged, and the hinge just fell off. So yeah, it just pops off, and then when I come to look at it, it's not rusty or anything. There was one tiny smidgen of spot weld. That's all that's been holding that hinge on for the last 50 years. So yeah, I'll have to fix that. What I'm going to do is clean this up, and drill 2 holes in this piece, in this tag here, and then put that in like that, with this bit cleaned as well, and plug weld it from this side into position, and that'll be a nice strong proper weld like what it should have been done before. You might be able to see there that they spot welded it 3 times, but only one of them took, which is peculiar. I haven't marked them out or anything because it doesn't really matter where the holes go, because all this will be sanded back. Oh. There's a lot of power coming out there. That's better. The bloody power too low on the first one. nicely. There we go. Another hiccup on the way, overcome. Right, where was I? I think now what would have probably been a better idea would be to go with what apparently is done on the Defenders, which is to glue the seal to the vent rather than to the bulkhead. That would have been more controllable. The trouble is putting it on with a sealant, as I'm putting the draft excluder into place, it's trying to slump downhill. So this is holding it in. Well, that's fair enough. But I've got a feeling once it's gone off and I try and open it, it's just going to... I'm stuck to this and this, and I've just stuck the whole thing together. So while I'm waiting for that to go off, I thought I'd put the floor in. So when you come to, if you come to do this, it's transmission tunnel first. Which I thought it was a floor first, and I've just had to redo it all. Oh well. So we're bloody fiddly here. There we go. Not that fiddly. Right. Oh, battery's out. Alright, that'll do. See you tomorrow.